Well, hello there, folks. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be authentic sharing. Not that I don't always do authentic sharing, but a lot of my videos are mostly instructional, all right? And so today's video is a little bit authentic sharing, all right? And the title of this video is called The Show Must Go On. The Show Must Go On, all right? What I mean by this is, as a trainer, presenter, coach, facilitator, mentor, influencer, or anyone running workshops or doing presentations, gosh, it's a mouthful, we need to appreciate that there's kind of this attitude of the show must go on. And if you've got a performance you're about to do, the audience don't care how you're feeling. They really don't. What that means is they don't care if you're sick. They don't want to know that. They want to know that you're going to show up powerfully. You're going to be at your best when you show up, right? And many times people don't realize that when you're actually a performer and a public speaker and a presenter, you are kind of like an athlete and you're training for game day. And when you are running the race or you're doing your thing, you're essentially performing for an audience or also performing for yourself. But when you're presenting, you're also performing for the audience, right? And the show must go on. And this was something that was shared with me very early on in my career by my mentor. And he was actually a Latin dancer. And he had some accidents go on for him with his costume and all that kind of thing. But the show had to go on, right? And so bringing it back to me for a moment, last 3 days, I've actually had a stomach infection or a gastro experience, put it that way, right? So I've had this presentation I've had to do this morning between 9 and 11 o'clock. I just did it, kicked it out of the park, had some amazing feedback, and already the feedback's coming in being, oh, we loved it, it was amazing. Little did they know that only 12 hours ago I was sitting on a toilet and having an experience, right? So here's the deal though, the show had to go on. And I did whatever I could to get myself into a good place, right? So I was taking a bunch of this stuff, which is deep lung support, to keep my lungs good. I was drinking a bunch of tea. I was resting up as best as I could. I was strategically trying to get my body in the best way possible. I was rehearsing the first 10 minutes of my talk over and over and over again. So no matter how I was feeling, I could at least get the first 10 minutes out. I took a pre-workout shot this morning. What else did I did a lot of Hydralyte and rehydrate my body as much as I could. I did some breathing activities this morning. So everything I was doing, and I strategically ate this morning at a particular time. So all of these things, pre-game techniques, so to speak, or whatever you want to say, all of these things were helping me get ready for game time. And at the end of the day, public speaking, presenting, workshop facilitating, it's really about showing up best way you can, knowing that the show must go on. The show must go on. And you can't run from situations because sometimes the audience, they paid their money to be there. They've set aside their time and they want the show to go on and you need to deliver. So, there's no way I was going to tell the organizer, sorry, I can't come. It was like, no, I was going to do everything I could to show up powerfully for my audience, right? And that's just something I want to share with everyone. If you're in the speaking game, it is a game, and to win the game, your pre-game needs to be as tight as your game, and even your post-game. Now, I'm going to go home and I'm going to recover, and I may even, go for a nice walk on the beach or something like that, just to reward myself with all the effort, attention, and focus I've put in over the last 2 weeks to nail this presentation. Thanks for watching, team. See you in the next video. My name is Mark Miles, authentically sharing about what it takes to do a good game in the world of workshop presenting and facilitating. Thanks, team. Bye for now.